Thank you for tuning into This Stays Here podcast, a show where men dive into the issues and standards that men are faced with daily. Later in the episode, we will discuss upcoming topics and content, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, let's get started. Welcome back to This Stays Here. I'm your host, Brandon Scott.
Garrett Kellum.
And this week we brought back Stephen K. to discuss another topic that he brought up.
That sounds like an author's name. Stephen K. Stephen K.
That's why I say it like that.
No shit.
It sounds cooler. It works good in the description, too. Welcoming back Stephen K.
There it is. Clickbait.
Exactly. Who is Stephen K?
Who is Stephen K? Yeah, thanks for having me back, guys. I appreciate it. It was a
Wasn't
good time
my
last
idea.
time, so, yeah.
Yeah, great topic last time.
Garrett's already starting with his shenanigans.
He always starts with his shenanigans.
Dude, I'm halfway gone with that coffee, bro. It's like a bump straight to my face. Coffee, baby.
That looks like a lot of creamer.
3 and 3.
I respect it, though, because, like, I looked at it before we started, and it was like, it's just cream and sugar. Like, I respect that. That's how I get my coffee, too. I'm not like a vanilla swirl or anything crazy.
You know,
like
yeah.
that.
Before we get into the topic, let's have a quick little side thing. Motherfuckers will grab a hot coffee right from the thing and drink it. Absolutely not. You're getting a burning hot, boiling coffee and drinking it right away? Dude, I get it from Dunkin' Donuts hot, and I have to wait an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't drink it hot, but you ever go to Dunkin' Donuts and order just a black coffee?
Yeah, if you're a killer, if you're a sociopath.
They get confused.
Yeah, it comes with a straight
Like,
jacket, too.
they don't know what to do, because I went there and I was like, yeah, can I just get a medium black coffee? Oh, like,
Do you want anything in it?
nothing in it? No. No cream or sugar? No.
Oh, throws in for a
Just, yeah.
No.
Just like that.
Dude, medium 3 and 3. That's it. Come on. You guys are crazy who drink black coffee. I love the taste. Dog, you're drinking what Abraham Lincoln looks like. The flavor tastes like what Abraham Lincoln looked like. Okay? It tastes like you're drinking bark. You go outside, lick a tree, black coffee. All right.
It's going to take me a second to comprehend that one.
I'm still trying to figure it out, but.
It's like drinking root beer. Tastes like
Can I have a medium Abraham Lincoln, please?
yeah, and it comes out of black coffee.
I don't know.
Weirdos, dude.
I don't know how to take that one.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone, because anywhere you go from there is south. The only direction to go from there is south.
All right.
So the topic that Steven, it's still weird to me, brought up the other day was...
Wait, what's weird to you?
Using his first name.
What do you call him? Oh, got it.
Yep. Just last name.
What is your last name?
Killer.
I knew that. Killer.
Kills bells.
Dude, my last name.
Let him ring.
Yeah, give him first and last name. There you go.
Well, now there's no mystery. Who is Stephen K?
All right, what are we talking about, Brandon?
Talking about, was it resilience through adversity?
Yeah.
We almost said it at the same time, but we're not like,
I tried.
it's not like John and I, you know.
Me and him are.
Close your eyes.
All right.
Both of you close your eyes. You gotta find this out.
Wait, what is
Just close your eyes.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna count to
is
3,
gonna be
and
one of
you
those-
have to put up any number 1 through 10.
With your fingers.
With your
are we using
fingers.
both hands?
Yeah.
Dude. Okay.
It'd be funny if we threw
Come on,
feet
baby.
in this too.
Come on, baby.
All right, here we go.
So close your eyes. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you guys are the same.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are besties. Cool.
All right, let's
It's
move
the
on.
bestie test.
That's all that is.
That's all that
Wow.
is.
That's it.
Explains a lot.
What's up? Hey, what are you doing after this?
I don't know. You mean what are we doing after this?
All right. Resilience through adversity. Is that in other words saying like,
How to bounce back from the shit.
yeah, okay. It was, all right.
Or just not even let yourself get down through the shit. And
Well,
just,
sometimes it hits you
press
like
through
a
it.
fucking train, bro.
oh, yeah. definitely. Yeah.
Like heartbreaks. Definitely heartbreaks are a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, heartbreaks are a huge one. But I don't know, you could suffer like any aspect of life, right? It could be the loss of a loved one. It could be get fired from a job. It could be you fail a test, fail out a relationship, whatever. So how do you bounce back?
Well, I guess your first instinct right away is to retreat.
It depends on the person you are. It's like, the two, fight or flight. Like,
There you go. Yeah.
some people are
I'm more
different.
of I feel like I instantly get into a dark place and poor me. And then I come back around and I fight it.
Oh, that victim mentality is very easy to fall into.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so easy to fall into. Like, you could just sit there and be like, oh, the world sucks. Like, everything's out to get me. I just lost this. Now what am I going to do? I have no idea. It's like, it's very easy to fall into the whole, I'm just going to chill and drink and whatever, whatever your vice is. You know what I mean?
That reminds me, you see the clip of Jocko when he was like, good?
I love that
Let's
clip.
go,
That
baby.
clip
See, best
literally-
friends.
That clip.
You didn't get the job you wanted?
that-
Good.
That clip literally probably helped me. That clip and then another clip by David Goggins probably
What I'm
helped
telling
me
you.
through like one of my craziest times. And it's just like it's Jocko like, oh, you lost everything and like your limbs are gone. Good. And he's like, now you can learn how to walk without anything. Like,
Yeah, and it's like
that
you
type of
didn't win
mindset.
that fight you wanted to win. Good. Now you get to train even harder and get better.
Yeah. That was a good one. And then the David Goggins one is just like, oh, you failed that test? Suck it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend left you. Suck it the fuck up. Move on.
That's the thing.
Well, I saw something on the opposite side of that too, where, you accomplish so much, even if things are going right for you, it's, David Goggins was like, what's next? Okay, yeah, cool. You passed that test. What's next? Okay, cool. You got that degree. What's next? You got the job you wanted. What's next? And it's always, what's next? What are you going to do to challenge yourself and push yourself? Are you just going to get complacent with what you achieved?
Discipline. You need the discipline to keep walking.
I think so. Like, I think sometimes you can. I don't think that's necessarily a bad mindset to be driven. Obviously, like we talked about before, like always having a purpose and being on that purpose. But I think too, like, one of the things that like always it took me. I kind of discovered this like in one of my lows, but it was like the Four Noble Truths. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them before. So it's like it's a Hindu teaching, and it basically talks about like suffering is inevitable, and there's obviously all different types of suffering, right? And there's always going to be suffering in life. So it's like, like greed is one of the major sufferings that they talk about, and it's like never being content with what you have and like always wanting more.
Dude, that's me.
So I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like if you're never content with, your life as it is, and you're constantly chasing something, like you're gonna keep meeting that suffering. But it's about like really changing the mindset of like, okay, I'm content with what I have. Do I want more? If I don't achieve this, am I gonna be miserable? No. But am I going to keep pushing myself? Yes. So it's like, it's that double-edged sword to not get greedy and like always want, to where like you're focusing and like over exerting your mind and your happiness based off of those achievements. But also like being content with where you are in life too, and understanding that it's a process and it's a journey, not a race.
What's funny is, you think about it, and the people that like achieve more and more and more, they keep meeting their goals, they keep driving, they keep doing better, they seem more content as they go. And it's not about what they have, it's almost like progressing into that mindset, and the appreciation for everything kind of goes along with it, because they understand the sacrifice, but then they understand, like, anytime that you sacrifice a ton of time to do something and you achieve it, you always look back and you go, what I miss out on doing this, right?
I don't
Say
know.
you're chasing like a job, a career,
Yep.
and you pour everything you have into it,
Yeah.
and then 6 months goes by, and you're like, well, I missed my niece's birthday. I wasn't able to go to, this, that, the other. I wasn't there. Like, I didn't get to hang out with my friends, whatever. So, like, your whole social aspect is cut out because you're just chasing that career.
Yep.
So you kind of understand, you get that appreciation for where you are so that you can enjoy the things around you, but you still push on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like that balance. You have to find that balance of, and I think anybody that's achieved like one thing after another and you just keep on pushing, and eventually like you have that understanding of, okay, well, I understand I've been sacrificing this, but I don't want to sacrifice that anymore. So
No, I get that.
it's like you kind of build that mindset of understanding the cost of things,
Yeah.
So you start to appreciate what you have because you have to sacrifice some of it to gain what you want. And it might not just be like family, social, whatever. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, Brandon. That's a lot to take in.
I'm sorry. But that is what she said.
Wow. I mean, resilience through, what was it? Adversity. I mean, my adversity was trying to make weight to join the Air Force. And I was resilient because I gave everything up just to go to the gym and eat right. And I focused everything on fitness and my job. And I don't really recall ever afterwards being like, wow, I missed out on some stuff.
I think part of it is priorities, right? Like, if your priority is
I was just looking at that checkered line, man.
exactly, so like if that's your priority, then you might not think that at that time the things that you missed out on them. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is what I want to do. Nothing else matters, and
Yeah.
you just
Dude, that's
put
all
your head down and
all I
grind it
thought
out.
about was the end game.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like the biggest thing for me when it comes to like, keeping my resiliency through anything that I go to, like I don't know. It was a really big thing for me to find that teaching, of like the Four Noble Truths and like kind of what that stuff talks about, because it's kind of like the yin and the yang thing too, like understanding that, without happiness, or I'm sorry, without sadness, there's no happiness, right? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know the feeling of happiness if you didn't feel the opposite of it, right?
Yeah.
So understanding that you need one to have the other. Like there's no right if there's no left, stuff like that. And then just understanding that it's suffering is going to be any type of suffering, like Brandon was talking about. Like it's going to be a constant in your life. So like mentally, how do you deal with that, and how do you have your checks and balances in your life that, whether that be a network or a routine that you do, even when, you feel like you're getting in a funk and like, you're like, no, I'm going to go out and do something. So I don't just sit here and mope in my house. Like, and just the ability to like kind of catch yourself and be like, no, I'm not, I'm going to get through this. It's a phase. It's always, there's always going to be a phase, but I'm also always going to get on the other side of it.
Yeah. I feel like when you get comfortable, that's dangerous.
That's
Like
complacency.
What?
Complacency.
What's that mean?
Like you're comfortable with where you're at. So it's almost like,
Yeah, that's dangerous.
let's say you're walking a patrol, right? You're walking a patrol for several miles. It's the same terrain. You're on the same dirt path. Just walking and walking and walking. There's enemies out there at first, so you're high alert, you're ready to go. And then a couple miles in, it's like, all right, no one's attacked us yet.
The same terrain, the same thing, and you're
Yeah,
just used
no one's
to it.
attacked us yet, so let's let our guard down a little bit, and that's complacency. You let your guard down.
Yeah, I can relate to that too on the construction side, like on a job site. If you get too comfortable and like if you're operating an excavator, you get too comfortable or whatever, you're not going to be used to the guy that's walking right by you and you smoke him. Complacency. I like that word.
That's why most accidents happen close to home.
Yep.
Because what happens when you get close to home? You're familiar with where you're at. You're
sense.
already checked out because you're already home, basically.
Yep.
Oh, I'm 2 streets
You
away.
ever been driving down the road and like you'll be like, I don't remember the last 10 minutes.
Did I stop at that red light? Was it red?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And you look in the rear view to see if cars followed you through it.
Yeah, and then you're like counting how many beers you had.
Nah.
No, you're just talking.
No, that's like super. I can
That's a
remember
you thing,
like
bro.
when I was stationed out in Eastern Mass and like driving back here, and probably from like exit 12 to like the Ludlow exit, I'd be like, dude, how did I even get here?
Dude, that straightaway, that Ludlow exit straightaway,
Yeah.
seems like it's forever.
There's a glitch in the simulation. Dude, that happened to me the other day. Like one of those like glitches. You know when they say like life is just a simulation? You ever play a video game like the characters didn't like render in? You know what I mean? And then like
Okay.
you like come back through and it loads and like everything's there.
Yeah.
I walked
Like
through
when you
it.
go too fast in GTA.
Yeah. I walked through a shop the other day. Nobody's in their offices. I like walk out into the shop. I like, okay, nobody's here. Their cars were here, which is weird. I walk back through. Everybody's at their desks. I'm like,
Oh, that's trippy.
hell just happened, dude.
I thought somebody just disappeared in front of your eyes.
No, it was. I don't know where they were. They just appeared. They weren't.
You
they
joining the Matrix or what?
Am I joining the Matrix?
Yeah.
Brandon is the Matrix.
Or are you escaping the Matrix? Sorry.
I'm escaping the Matrix, bro.
That's what I meant to say.
Come on. No, back to the resilience through adversity. 2 examples that I have that I think everybody knows would be like Captain America when he's getting beat the fuck up.
When you were small?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he does it multiple times. Like even when Bucky was beating him in The Winter Soldier. That's the one.
Yeah.
He like kept getting beat down. He kept standing up, saying, "I could do this all day."
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be an example. And was it Rocky? Rocky like 19 or something like that. I forget which one.
I'm guilty, bro. I haven't seen one Rocky movie.
You got like 23, so you might want to start watching.
Is there really that many?
No, there's like 6.
Fast 10's coming out.
Well, they beat Rocky.
So actually a cool story, right? So my grandmother, actually rest in peace. I just buried her last week, but her cousin, was an Italian boxer in Boston, and that was his nickname was Rocky, dude.
I'm sorry.
He was like the legitimate Rocky.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to hell. You can't just blindside me with that.
What? I mean, it's,
Oh, she actually just died.
listen, man. Like I don't know. Again, back to the the noble truths, right? Like
fuck.
death is suffering. Like people are gonna die in their life, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
it's inevitable.
Oh, I believe in that 100%. Well, like, I'm going to be upset, but I'm not going to miss work over it. You know what I mean? Like, my dad shits the bed. I'm going to be like, well, that kind of hurts. That sucks. But I'm going to work Monday. Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Mourn about it for a year.
No, I definitely. There were 2 people in my life that definitely a huge impact, right? So when they went, it was like 3 months apart. So after that, like I was down for the count, dude. I
Yeah.
was tapped out. It was my best friend and my mentor. 3 months apart.
Jesus. Well,
Just
and not to cut you off, in my defense, I've also not lost anybody super important to me yet. I've lost my puppy once, and I remember being real sad about that. But I haven't lost. Losed? Wow. Losed? I haven't lost anybody real important to me. So back to you.
yeah, no, this was like my complete support system, like just gone.
You probably just feel so empty.
Yeah, for me it was like, that was a very good excuse for me to fall into the victim mentality.
So there's your adversity.
Yep.
Where's the resilience?
The resilience from that was, honestly, it took years.
Yeah.
It took years after that because I just bounced from like toxic relationship to toxic relationship, just trying to find
that
some
dopamine
connection,
high.
right?
Yeah.
Because, again, like I just lost, basically someone who was like a father to me and like someone that was my brother.
Yeah.
So Actually, was my brother. I'm gonna say that. Not biologically.
Step.
Yeah. No. Like he was close enough to me.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So trying to find like the connection, but I didn't have the history that I had with these guys. You know, you're talking like over 10 years of every day.
Yeah. How do you get that through somebody else?
How do you find that?
You're not.
Immediately. You
Yeah.
don't. So for me, I was just bouncing around, just trying to find that connection, and I just couldn't find it. And eventually it came down to, like, it's me, man.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Right? So they're not going to magically reappear and fucking pick me out of this shit. This is all on me. So,
Dude, I remember looking in the mirror and saying, dude, figure it out. Like literally talking to myself. Yeah. It's you. Get up.
yeah, no one's coming to save you.
No.
So,
What about you? What's adversity? Give us one.
Oh man, my whole entire life.
Yeah, bro. Womp, womp, womp.
up until yesterday,
Yeah. No.
All right.
I'll just probably say like coming home from my deployment and like having to start over again. That was like pretty big for me.
I can see how that sucks.
Yeah. And then just like trying to figure out, you know, where do I go? And that was, you know, like after a relationship, and like we touched on a little bit of that stuff like the last podcast I was on, but it's like you know, just finding myself again, and then what I needed to do in order to just bounce back from that whole situation, find myself again, and then also take care of the issues and the trauma that I got from not only that situation, but situations that I've been in the past. And basically just get to where I needed to be, to where I didn't have to go through that again.
Did you hit any speed bumps on the way and you're like, I don't want to do this no more. I just want to give up.
No, like that for me was never an option, just because like I have my kid, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Now,
yeah.
no, I've my adversity, I guess, leaded to my fitness path. And I remember if I didn't have my puppy, it was just me and my puppy. If I didn't have my puppy, he was the only thing that kept me going. And I mean, obviously I don't have any kids. It's much different with kids, but I had my dog and I saw him as a kid, and I was like, I can't give up because he needs a daddy.
yeah, you're responsible for them.
Right.
No, responsibility will pull you out of a lot of things because it gives you purpose, and you try to coast your life without a purpose.
You saying that just now, I feel like I'm losing responsibility. Like, I don't want to get deep, but I feel like I'm in some adversity right now, bro. I got to get out of it.
So gain responsibility.
Damn, bro.
Well, why
Adopt another puppy.
I mean,
Have a kid. That fixes every relationship.
we're editing some of these out, right? Because that's definitely one that needs to go.
We're not editing that out. What's up, baby? Come on. You heard the man.
No, I think. Well, you're going on about something.
Yeah,
so
I was
I'll
gonna
let you
say. I mean, if you're going through something, right? Why don't we just talk about it?
No.
All right. Well, not in detail, but like.
I don't know. Something about you saying losing responsibility. Why can't I go to the gym now? I used to be able to go to the gym, not give a shit, and just get my shit. Just go to the gym, beat the shit out of my body, come home and feel like a man. Why can't I pick myself up to go to the gym now?
because of the relationship you're in.
I know.
You're
Hold
not
on.
because you're not fighting to be like this.
Sexy motherfucker to get bitches.
It's not even that. It's you got somebody that you're talking to. You got somebody that you're sharing things with, that you're going through life with. You got a partner, right?
Yeah.
So she's sharing part of the load, right?
Yep.
When you needed to share part of that load before, you weren't able to share it with anybody, so you had to shed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you shed it through working it out.
You know what else it is?
What's that?
There we go.
Complacency.
I was going to say that, but
No,
I didn't want to come at him like that.
No, you're so right. I already know all this. I've already thought about it. I've already done the in the mirror thing, telling myself to get the fuck up, figure it out. But I used to get up at 3:30 with a smile. Nah, not a smile. I used to get up and I would be like, this is what I have to do. I have to go to the gym and then go to work.
Sometimes I laugh at like how miserable I am when I'm trying to do things.
Brandon, you get up at 4 p.m. and go to work.
That's false.
That's definitely false.
This is a Hail Mary guess. I have no idea.
So here's the thing, right? So this is something that I always go by, and I think it's important because it's like a mind check for me. But it's, you can either find an excuse, right, or you can find a way. So have you been finding an excuse to not go, or have you been finding a way to go?
You have that tattooed above your ass, don't you?
But the thing is,
yes,
motivate. I don't want to say the words motivation, because motivation is a temporary feeling. It's there and then it's gone in 15 minutes. It's about discipline. I need to get the discipline, and for some reason I feel like I have it. Like I feel like I do, but I just, for some reason, I can't get out of bed and go. I can't go after work. I don't know why.
You know what you have more than discipline? Excuses.
There you go. But what, dude?
You're the one coming up with them. You need to. That's a conversation you have to have with yourself.
You just go. You don't even have to have the conversation. You don't have to say shit.
I know.
Just don't even think twice. Do it.
The fucked up thing is I gave my buddy this beautifully written motivational fucking paragraph because he came to me saying he plateaued. And I gave him this beautiful fucking thing saying the motivation, the excuse, everything. And now he's back at the gym killing it. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and you were his.
Why can I preach to my own choir,
and
bro?
now you're.
Well, I still kind of am. But he
fading quick. Fading quick. You're gonna be looking up to him, dude. Student has surpassed the teacher.
No, honestly, like what Brandon says has some truth to it. Like sometimes it's just a matter of not thinking and just doing it.
You're right.
Like just if you say, hey, this is the routine that I'm going to establish, and I'm gonna go get out of work at 4:30, and I'm gonna go home. Or you know what? If stuff like going home and then you're home and then you sit on your ass and you're like, oh well, I don't want to get up now. How about you just bring clothes to work, change, and go straight to the gym?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're already out. It's like once you get home, that could be, you know, the roadblock right there. So it's like you have to really evaluate yourself and think, okay, well, am I finding an excuse or am I finding a way?
Right.
Okay, I'm finding an excuse. So what are these excuses and how do I kick their ass and tell them to go fuck off somewhere else?
Also, if you're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go do something that takes a lot of effort, even in the wintertime, let's say it's 18 degrees outside, so now you go get in a freezing-ass car.
Nah, automatic start.
Still, it's cold outside in that 3 seconds it takes to get to your car.
But the fucked up thing is, when I'm done with the gym, I feel amazing.
But what I'm saying is, at 4 o'clock in the morning when you're rolling out of bed and you're getting ready and it's cold out and you're trying to like do all this shit, what conversation are you going to have that's motivating? There ain't one.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing you're going to say to yourself that sounds good.
I would hear my alarm go off. I would use it. Have I put my alarm? Have you guys heard my alarm?
Yes.
Okay.
You held it up one time.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yep.
Okay. Well, my alarm goes off. They call me a stupid fucking shit. And I would just get up and be like, yeah, let's go. But now I get up. I see my dog all curled up, cute. I even used to put my phone across the room, so I'd have to get up. And then it even became to the point where I would pick up my phone, I'd look back at my girlfriend, look back at my puppy, all warm and shit. I'm just like, I want to go back to bed and feel like shit in another hour. Just go, dude. Can't fucking do that.
You just gotta do it.
So here's one thing that like I always kind of told myself was like, and this just goes for like a lot of things, not even like what we're talking about now, but whether you have somebody laying next to you at the end of the day or you don't, or you do, whatever the case may be, right? You have to answer to yourself. You're not caught in the person who's next to you, their thoughts. Like you're not caught in their head, you're caught in yours, and you have to answer to yourself. And then when you have to answer those questions and you reflect on the day, whether you know you have regret or you did something that you know you shouldn't have, or you wanted to do something that you didn't do, then you need to make a plan before you close your eyes and go to sleep and say, okay, well, how am I going to fix this tomorrow so I'm not answering these same fucking questions again?
You know, like my biggest, not that I have like regrets, but if I were to regret anything, one of them would be giving up my training and giving up everything that I was doing for some girl that left anyway.
That's hard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it happened more than once, right? Like I gave up a ton. I gave up a lifestyle and altered it so that things would work better. And then what happens?
You get a
now I'm
great
wondering,
podcast.
like, what the fuck, dude? What was I doing? Why did I? What was the word we used last week? That I couldn't remember.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm talking about? It starts with a C. Compromise.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have compromised.
Well, it's like we talked about the last topic I had, where it was like, you know, a woman is going to be attracted to you when you're in your purpose, right? And she's not like attracted to who you're going to turn into when you guys get into a relationship.
Yeah, what'd I do? Compromise, and then they left.
I mean, it sounds shitty. Like don't get me wrong. There's things you have to compromise about in a relationship.
Anymore.
But as far as like being like sticking to like what your goals are and what you're trying to do, like your relationship should have nothing to do with that. Those are your goals. Like I said before, like people lose their individuality in a relationship, and you can't do that. And your goals need to remain your goals, and you fucking need to strive to continue to achieve those goals. And that's something you shouldn't compromise on. But
I think there's a lot of places in life where people compromise, whether it be relationships or be careers or whatever.
Yeah.
People compromise. And when you compromise, you're like holding yourself back. A lot of the time, you're compromising for what? You're not compromising to better yourself. You're compromising to appease someone else. 90% of the time, right?
No, you're right.
On things that you shouldn't even have to compromise on.
You make a really, really good point with the whole relationship thing, and
so
focus on yourself and not your goal and not the relationship. And when you focus on a relationship, you start to lose the sight of your goal,
which is why they were attracted to you in the first place.
Right.
So for me, like I don't like, especially when it comes to relationships, like I don't like to use the word compromise, okay? Because a compromise means that you're losing something, and somebody else is gaining something, and they're losing something, and you're gaining something. It's like for a relationship, nobody should lose anything. It should be you come to an understanding, right? So if this is what I do, and this is what I was doing in the first place, then this is what I'm going to continue to do.
You're looking to complement, not compromise.
The word compromise came because we were talking about liberals becoming firemen. And they're not going to be firefighters, because fighting is bad and scary. They're fire compromisers.
Fire mediators.
Mediators, yeah.
I was going to say, they're not even fire. You can't say firemen because I'm a fire cactus.
All right, moving on. Wow.
Well, no, like I was just telling him, don't look for compromise, look to complement each other. You know, like your lives should complement each other, right? You guys should both be on a path where you're going to better yourselves and continuously strive for your goals, but doing so in a supportive manner to each other.
Girlfriend's watching this right now. She's going, yeah, see? They know.
Just like that, huh?
That's it.
Well, that's why, like I brought up in the last podcast, it was like I want to meet somebody who, I'm going to see in passing of what I'm normally doing. You know, so they complement. They complement. Well, yeah, I guess, but like I'm saying, like I'm going to meet somebody in passing of when I'm in my normal routine and my normal schedule, right? So they're not.
You're picking up the lot lizards from the bar.
No, dude, no lot lizards for me. I'm good. I don't even go to bars, so it doesn't happen, dude. But like I said, it's like they're complementing my already established routine and schedule, right? Instead of me having to compromise what I normally do to fit them in, I've met them in that path, and they already complement what I'm doing, anyways. So
there's this paradox, right?
I like that, complement instead of
compromise. That would go tattooed right above the other one above your ass, right?
You got any tattoos?
Yeah.
What you got?
A lot of regret. A lot of regrets.
There's like a famous tattoo that's like no regrets.
Yeah, well, it actually says no regrets, but yeah.
You're lying.
I don't have that tattoo, but I think with the exception of one tattoo that I have, the rest of them I regret getting, yes.
What's your worst tattoo?
Are we talking about like...
Dog, it's not that hard.
What's the dolphin on his left thigh?
You have a dolphin on your left thigh?
Yeah.
Is that for the sports team?
No.
Why?
You ever went to a bathroom and played with bubbles?
Went to the bathroom and played with what?
No. So
No. I go to the bathroom and play with what?
Play with bubbles.
Who's Bubbles?
The guy that's already in the bathroom.
Got it.
The crackhead that sits in the back corner.
No, so I don't have a dolphin on my left thigh. So basically, the question I have to answer this question is:
Hold on.
Are we talking about?
Look at the little beard coming in.
What are you talking about?
You're shaving what we got tonight, bud. You gotta shave that.
I was shaving on Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you got the
not
waiver.
today.
I was gonna call you out.
No.
We don't want to talk about that.
All right, who's this?
I'm not talking about that.
What I was trying to ask is, are we talking about like technically, like as a tattoo, like the technical aspect of the tattoo, or just the one that I hate the most?
Or you look at it and you're like, why did I get that?
I would say technically, probably the tribal on my chest, shoulder, and arm, and then morally the cross that I have on my left arm.
I feel like the tribal thing on your left arm would be sick, though, no?
If it wasn't done by like a drunk crackhead in a tattoo parlor in San Antonio, Texas, then yeah, it might be okay. But
Oh, it just looks like dirt.
it's bad. It's bad. Like I have some serious scarring from that tattoo, like emotional and physical. It was so bad. Like, it was supposed to be 2 sessions. I didn't even go back for the second session. I came back home from Texas with an unfinished tattoo.
You want to show us it?
It's kind of finished now, but like, all right.
Come on, let us see it.
It's so bad. I was like, I don't even want to see this. I'm going to look at the phone.
You're going to lose the corduroy, dude?
No, he's got it all on his pants, too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, they can't see that, though.
So...
It don't look that bad.
Well, this wasn't even like a thicker outline. This wasn't even done too. Like, you can tell the difference between what was actually done.
I can see what
you know
you
what I mean?
mean.
Like,
It looks like he did it with a fucking crayon.
That, and then like, it's on my chest too, and then up on my shoulder. So basically, like these two larger pieces.
I'm telling you, that's a good
afterwards.
fix. You could get that fixed if you really cared.
Yeah, I want to like black it all out. Is what I want to do.
That ain't that bad. If you're serious, I know a good tattoo artist.
Well, if I had the money to do it, I'd do it.
Yeah, tattoos are dumb expensive. Yeah.
So this is what I was looking for when it came to like compromise. It's called the region beta paradox. I could read you this paragraph, but you probably wouldn't get it.
No, do it, pussy.
Okay. Tell me what you get out of this.
Okay.
The region beta paradox is the phenomenon.
Slow down.
Is the phenomenon that people can sometimes recover more quickly from more distressing experiences than from less distressing ones. The hypothesized reason is that intense states trigger psychological defense processes that reduce the distress, while less intense states do not trigger the same psychological defense processes, and therefore less effective attenuation of stress occurs. However, people typically predict intense states to last longer.
Okay.
Or do you just want an example?
I mean, I definitely understood that.
Somebody... if you had to travel less than a mile, right?
By car, foot, don't matter.
If you have the option between a car and foot, and you have to travel less than a mile, you hop in the car, or you walking.
Do I get to know why I'm going the half a mile? Is there a time limit?
No time limit. You just have to go. Say it's a beautiful day out,
okay,
right? And you just have to make it less than a mile. You have to drive, or you have to walk. No rush.
Then I'm walking.
Okay. Say you have to go over 2 miles. You walking, you driving, or biking even.
If I had to walk, drive, or bike?
If you have the choice.
I'd bike 2 miles.
You'd bike.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
For just some reason, I was like, I'm going to go bike 2 miles. Yeah.
So same day, beautiful day, you either have to, if you have to go less than a mile, you're going to walk. But if you have to go like 2 miles or more, you're going to bike.
I'd bike for 2 miles. Yeah.
So it has to do with like, say like a relationship, a mediocre relationship. your relationship isn't bad enough. You can cover that less than a mile with the bike. Like, why would you take longer to walk if you could just bike it? Oh, because it's not that bad. I could do that. But then you make it a little worse, and it's like, yeah, I'm hopping on the bike. If you make it 5 miles, you're like, yeah, I'm hopping in the car.
Is this kind of like the fight or flight type thing, where
No,
the
this is like
harder
the bike is your side chick, and then the car is like you're going to be single again.
No, it's Jesus.
God, you got that 10 speed on lock.
Because that less than a mile isn't that bad. It's not that bad. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it. But then you make it worse. You're like, yeah, I'm going to deal with it a little less. I'm not going to walk. I'm going to take an easier route.
I got you.
You make it even worse, and you're like, yeah, I'm in the car.
What's
I'm
this
not
called?
even fucking walking. Region beta paradox.
So the way I understood it was more like a person will basically be faced with some type of adversity, right? And depending on the extent of the adversity is going to depend on how bad or how well they take it and how they react to it.
And it could be fight or flight, right? Say you're in a
Yeah, I got
relationship.
it.
Have you ever been in a relationship that was bad, but it wasn't that bad?
A perfect example.
You know what I
right?
mean? Like
I've been in a relationship where like it wasn't bad and I stood in it, but I would go to work like 2 hours early because I didn't want to be home
Right.
when that person
I've been
was
in a
home.
relationship where I'm like, I've literally told my friends, I want a new girlfriend.
right, you deal with these relationships where you stay in it because it's not bad enough to leave, but at the same time, it's just barely adequate enough to deal with.
I see. I want to relate, but I can't because when it is too bad, no, it's either in or out for me.
Or okay, so say you're in a mediocre
I do know what you
relationship.
mean, though. I get it.
Right. So it would, the more expeditious way to put you in a better position would be to just end it,
Yeah.
and you'll be in a better place. But the thing is, because it's not that bad, you're going to deal with it.
So that's me taking the car. Is to completely
So
end it.
Yeah,
well, I'll put
I
it
get
this
it.
way.
You jumping in the car is you just
So
ending
I
that
lace,
relationship
so,
because
so
it's going to
I
put you in
lace
a
up those leather expresses, bro, and I march. That's
Well, no, hear me out, right? So we'll go back to the example that I gave, right? So my relationship wasn't horrible, right? But it wasn't the relationship that I should have been in, and I knew that, right? Instead of just breaking it off, which would have been taking the car, right?
yeah.
I would go to work 2 hours early and just avoid the person.
So is that the bike?
Which would be the bike.
Okay.
right.
So
he
like-
found a way to compromise,
Right.
not really compromise, but he found a way to.
Is it more like a Huffy type thing or a Walmart 10-speed type thing?
So
or
it was actually like one of the Trollo lowrider ones.
the A-bangers?
Gee, shit.
So
The banana seat?
So that's that paradox, and that could be relationships. It could be a job. Well, if you're in a job where, I worked a job 10 years, I got nothing from it.
That's not true.
Nothing. Okay, I learned how to work on cars, but that was it.
Well, that's
It
kind
didn't
of a
benefit my
good-
life anywhere else.
Working on cars is a good thing.
Yeah, except they trained me adequately enough to work on what they had. Not well enough where I could leave and go work at a dealership and make a shit ton more money and get more benefits. See what I'm saying? They trained me well enough to do the job that they needed done. But aside from that, what skills did I develop? It was a shop of 5 people. Never really worked outside of there. I got to just yell at steel.
So did you just ride a
majority.
bike the whole time?
Yeah. If that.
That one was a unicycle, though.
Yeah, that was a struggle.
That one was a unicycle because it was just a circus, dude.
But then towards the end of that, I was given opportunities where, like, now I started learning, like, social
Yeah.
traits, skills. You know, I started learning leadership skills. I started learning all these other different skills that benefit me in any realm of life, like any aspect. I have skills that prepared me more for that.
Right.
And then I went more towards a career field that helps with that sort of thing. Trains in that sort of thing.
I was going to say.
So maybe not helps. Definitely, yeah. How's the drinking? That's for sure.
Yeah, all you guys are alcoholics, bro. I know it.
Deep down.
Not anymore.
Oh, it's there.
You're drinking the liquor.
Don't wake the sleeping dragon, my friend.
I don't even want to wake up because I don't want to deal with the consequences tomorrow.
Ride the bike.
That will definitely be a unicycle, dude. Those might even be roller skates.
Damn, bro. What's the roller skate before bike but after walking?
Oh, jeez, that's
No, that's like the just full send.
That's like if you just go home and put earbuds in, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Dude. That's when you have a roommate that you would sleep in the same bed with. That's a roller skate.
We're gonna leave that one alone.
All
Don't
right.
touch it, Garrett. Don't touch it.
Leave it alone.
Don't touch the boat. The butt.
Dude, I love butt.
No, don't touch the butt. Is a Nemo reference.
So,
I know.
I said boat. I fucked up.
resiliency. Like, what is? I want to hear this from Garrett.
You want to or don't?
No, I do.
Oh, fuck.
On the spot. Like, what for you? Like, in your own words, like, what is resiliency for you?
Well, that goes back to my fitness journey. Was every time. So my routine was I'd come home from work, take a shower. Don't ask me why I showered before the gym. I'd take a shower and then I'd go to the gym. And there'd be 1,000 times where I get out of the shower and I'm like, I just want to sit and play Call of Duty. And I would still go to the gym. So I guess the resiliency to me is discipline. That I've slowly lost now.
All right, Brandon, what's resiliency to you?
I knew it was coming this way.
Well, I read a 400,000 page novel and fucking.
Nah, it's two words that always go through my head when things get shitty. And it's just never quit. Those two words. That's all I gotta. It doesn't matter whether it's mental, physical, emotional. It's just never quit. Never quit.
I had that. But
I've been through like physical adversity where I thought I was gonna tap out, and two things kept that going through my head. It was the saying that slow progress is better than no progress. Yeah, it's just bouncing around. It's like the DVD screensaver thing, just like bouncing around. Slow progress is better than no progress, right? And then
that's a good one.
And then never quit.
Yeah.
You just keep bouncing off of those two things, and it's like, as long as I'm taking a step, it could be a small step, doesn't matter.
Make that first
as
step.
long as I don't tap. And the reference I was trying to make earlier with Rocky 16 was
That's a different movie this time.
What was it? He said, if it was the right movie, it doesn't matter how hard you get hit, or it doesn't matter how hard you can hit. It depends on how hard you can get hit and get back up, or whatever.
No,
Something
I
along
got
those
that.
lines. You know what I'm talking
like
about?
that.
You know
Yeah.
that? So it's not about how hard you can hit. It's okay, like you can fucking crush shit. But the second something hard comes your way, you tap,
No.
you ain't gonna make it.
All right.
Because those tough things that life likes to throw at you,
Fuck it, I'm going on
they're
steroids.
inevitable.
That's the roller skates.
You have that much to sacrifice,
No,
dude?
that would be a car. That would be roller skates.
No, that's roller skates.
Dude, it's a car. It's the easiest way out.
Car would be stop finding your damn excuses, get into your routine, and fucking go to the gym.
No, that would be
the
walking.
car.
I
That'd
think
be
you're
walking.
I think you're backwards.
You're opposite on this one. That would be like jumping on public transit because he doesn't even have to drive.
Yeah.
That's like
You're just like paying the money for the results.
It's literally
the
finding
car
it.
is like just moving into the gym and just living there.
Yeah, he's gonna take the bus because then he's just paying for the results. He's not even like actually getting them. It's not working for him.
Liver King.
Oof.
I just eat a bunch of liver, dude.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, that's
Hey, liver is actually really, really fucking good for you.
That brings us to our 4-letter word of the day.
Fuck.
Scam.
right.
That was a Hail Mary. I had no idea fuck was spelled with 4 letters. Moving on.
You guys know what scam is, boys and girls?
All right. Well, I guess I'll go now. Resilience to me is just like, understanding that nothing lasts forever, whether it be the good or the bad. Nothing lasts forever, and then acceptance. Shit's gonna happen. You have to accept it. You have to move on.
So, so in other words, resilience to you is no excuses.
Resilience, I feel like, is more of an
I asked him
acknowledgement.
a question.
No, because being resilient, right? It's not like, well, let's give an example of like, what'd you say? It's no excuses.
Yeah, let's kind of what you sounded.
So
like.
let's give an example of adversity where that doesn't make sense, right? Just to be the devil's advocate. So,
I'm sorry, Gary. He was talking. Should I have not spoken?
Dude, well, I just asked him a question, then you went on like another fact fucking ramble you do.
it's because he got it from
Pig.
Rocky 22. But no, so I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Like I'm trying to come up with something, but like I guess you could say like no excuses, but like resiliency.
No, for you.
What I was saying was the way that you said it was, like things are gonna happen. You have to accept it. Whatever. It's an acknowledgement of the facts of life, right? Shit's gonna happen. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose at times, and as long as you're willing to acknowledge that, you know what I mean.
Well,
like,
I don't want to say you're gonna lose. I would say losing is a mindset.
You'll lose people. Is what I mean.
Not necessarily. I don't think you lose anyone. But that's just my personal beliefs. But
I mean, people die.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you lose them.
Yeah,
true.
You still have the
what do you
memories. What do you mean? What do I mean? You still have the memories of those people, right?
But they're lost. They're gone.
Okay, but you're not gonna see me in a week, right? But you may think about this podcast and be like, "Oh yeah, what Steven said was funny," or whatever the fucking case may be, right? I'm not dead. I'm just not present.
Touché.
So you haven't necessarily lost me. I'm just not presently there.
But he's not going to be thinking about the
Mom?
podcast. He's going to be thinking about you personally.
Yeah, I make this quote
Because you guys are besties.
Yeah. All right, say number 1 through 10. 3, 2, 1, 7. That's what I thought.
It's the same number that me and John
Don't matter.
chose.
We just did it.
We did it by fingers and by orally.
Him and the tall ginger did it.
Soulless. Soulless John.
I love you, man. You look great tonight. They took a sip at the same exact time. That's when I called them out, and I said, "Put 2 fingers up, any 2 fingers, or
Put a number up.
put a number up."
Put 2 fingers up. Any 2 fingers. And we're like, he's like, you both guessed 2. Oh my God.
No, they got us beat, but we're doing pretty good. We still got one more test. Actually, no, I have it on camera because I pointed.
Yeah,
it out
you looked at me when you did it.
We both took a sip.
Yep. You looked at me. You're like,
All right.
Like, all right.
See, me and him.
You guys had a cute moment. I didn't even know about it, and it had to do with me.
You were on a rant, dog. I didn't stop you.
He was almost like flirting on both of your guys' behalf. Like he was giving me the little playful, like, we got it.
We're playing
like,
footsies
all right.
right now.
He's like that. He's like, you seen that?
Your-
That was Bay.
Your toes are interlocked.
Toes.
Yeah, like, I see you guys holding feet over there.
Hey, my toe game.
Not as good as Brandon's finger game.
Listen, I'm a big foot guy. If you, what you got?
We saw my finger game. It takes longer than usual.
Excuse me.
With the
With
because the
mic.
headphone jack.
Oh yeah, the headphones.
Finger game's off, dude.
Listen, I don't know.
So basically, what I'm gathering is that Garrett's gonna stop making excuses, and he's gonna start
Hitting
finding
the
a
gym.
way to get to the fucking gym.
Yeah. Well, I got the way to go. I just gotta do it. Execute.
Yep.
No excuses.
Never quit.
Good.
Good. Yeah. You know what's much faster than that? Doing D-ball and Winstrel.
I don't know, Brandon. You think his lungs can handle that?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna take a bunch of estrogen and call it good.
I don't know. You let him get on a rant. His lungs can handle quite a bit, dude.
Well, it's because I don't smoke, dog. Did I work with this 21-year-old? Dude's chiefing all day long on the Nick stick, bro.
Is he chiefing like Joe Montana?
Who's Joe Montana?
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Who's Joe Montana?
I don't know.
All right. All right, let's go. Hannah Montana's dead.
It's a 3-6 Mafia song, but Joe Montana was a quarterback in the NFL.
Dog,
I knew he was a
listen to-
quarterback,
I
but
listen to
I thought
country
he was like for the
music.
Chiefs.
Yeah, he played for the Chiefs.
I don't know
See?
anything about hockey.
Deductive reasoning, dude.
I don't
Deductive
know anything
reasoning.
about hockey.
What is this
It's football,
soccer
dude.
bullshit?
Same shit.
It's not. Hockey's way better than football.
Dude, football, they're on ice skating around. Hockey, they got that ball and they make it to the end zone and shit.
I'm done, dude. I quit.
Yeah. All right.
Not a big sports guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, me neither. Cool.
How long we been going?
About an hour.
Got anything? What do we talk about next week?
I have no idea.
Any updates on the new studio?
No.
Guys, how do you like the new the mics for the video? Also, how do you like that intro? Came up with it. Took me about 47 hours in one morning to do it. Let us know. Guys, subscribe too.
And give us topics, please. God
Just
damn,
talk to
give
us.
us topics.
Like, I could see in the analytics that some of you guys are actually watching. Just fucking type a bunch of random letters and numbers just so we know you're there. Just do something.
You know what I want?
These
What?
nuts.
I want Garrett to spell analytics.
anal. A-N. I can't spell analytics.
A-N-A-L and sign D-I-C-K-S. Analytics.
Anal and dicks.
That's what's gonna get the views right there.
No, you know what's
it.
going to get the views? Did you see the clip? Fucking taxidermy testicles?
No, I'm
Ugh.
maybe that's why you're not going to the gym, Garrett, because you're watching shit like that.
No, he
No, that
said
was
it.
us. That was
Oh,
a This
That
Stays Here
is
podcast
his
clip.
own personal quote.
I got a question. How did the tarantula go?
You want me to take this one?
Yeah.
All right. Brandon goes, we got something. He comes in with his little box, Tupperware, opens it up. There's a shriveled up tarantula. It's in one piece. It's a fucking spider. I'm like, oh shit. So we were real manly, pulled off a leg each.
That shit was dry as fuck.
So we
dude.
ate the leg, and it tasted like beef jerky you rolled in dirt.
It tastes like mothballs, dude.
No, it doesn't. So it tastes like beef jerky you roll in dirt. And I was like, you know what? That was really bad. I'm going to eat the whole fucking thing. So I had the rest of a spider, an arachnid with six legs. Yo, toss that thing back, dude. Crunching down on it. Tasted like absolute dirt. Tastes like if you take a handful of dirt, put it in your mouth, eat it. Edible dirt.
So I'm guessing it wasn't that bad. Then.
It wasn't that bad.
I need to see that one.
It's out there. It's on TikTok too.
Yeah, you guys should go watch it. Leave a like and subscribe, maybe. Come on,
Maybe a
dude.
comment. I don't know.
Fuck, dude. You guys are staring at your phones for 8 hours a day. Least you could do is type 4 letters.
What's cool is
Yeah, scam.
I was thinking hello.
that's 5.
I'm just gonna start.
He's
flooding.
hooked on Pahonics too, dude.
I'm gonna flood all of the videos and just write scam on all. Of
Good.
them.
Just
Hey.
copy paste.
Hey,
copy,
guess
paste,
what?
copy,
We'll
paste.
have somebody.
right. No, next week we'll have. We should have some merch that we can hold up.
What kind of
Because
merch we get?
now that we have the official logo, we have T-shirts and hoodies and stickers and coasters, and even if you want a shower curtain, we can do that too. So if you want to support us,
Can we
buy some merch.
afford to do
A shower curtain.
the first 5 subscribers?
We're gonna do a Patreon.
Can the first 5 subscribers get a coaster or something?
We can make that happen. It'll be a set of coasters.
It says 4 coasters.
Yeah.
That's bougie.
What else do we got? What else do we got that we could possibly give away to 5 subscribers?
Hoodies, hats.
That's expensive.
Hats.
What do we got small? You can't just give out a hoodie. First subscriber gets a hoodie. First subscriber.
Why can't you?
What?
Because
We broke as fuck, bro.
Are you finding more excuses right now?
Ooh.
man.
Okay, first subscriber gets a hoodie.
Eventually, we'll have
The next 4 gets a set of coasters.
we'll have Patreon tiers. So it'll be like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So if you subscribe that way and you donate whatever, there'll be a package that you get.
Is the website up?
No.
What do we have links to? So I got IG, I got YouTube.
TikTok.
Okay, well that's from the IG. They'll go to IG
Okay,
and
yeah.
see the TikTok.
And then
Down below, what's tagged right now? I got YouTube or I got TikTok down below, and I got Instagram down below, and then I got another thing down below. What else we got?
I think that's it.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure out a topic for next week. Hopefully, one of you guys comments and helps us figure that one out.
If I come back, I'll try not to have such a deep topic again.
Oh my God, so deep.
Say that one more time.
Just like that.
I can't relate.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping back on here, Steven.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And I'll let Garrett close this one out.
Well, boys, keep it rolling. We're still rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember.
okay. Yeah, I remember. This stays here.